Okay, so you guys are going to open up your Google Slides, What is a Hurricane? And today we're going to do some research and fill in our slides with the research information that we find. So we need to just make sure that up at the top of our screen we have our tab for our Google Slides open, and then we also have the tab for the third grade technology page open so that we can click back and forth and research and read our information and then go back and type it at the same time. So we're actually going to go to the third grade page and scroll down. And I want you guys to pick one of the search engines. I always pick Kiddle. And then we are going to research some of our information that we have on our slides. So our first slide is what is a hurricane? So when I go back to Kiddle, my Kiddle tab, I'm going to be really specific and I'm going to type what is a hurricane. And then I'm going to hit the search box. That way, when my research brings up information, it's going to bring up specific things that I can type about what a hurricane is. So I like this third one down here that's titled Fun Hurricane Facts for Kids. I think that would be a good one, so I'm going to click on that. And then I'm just going to read up on some information. And right here, this first one says, a hurricane is an intense tropical storm with powerful winds and heavy rain. So I'm going to come back up here to my Hurricanes tab for my Google slide, and I'm going to click in this text box and put it is an intense storm with powerful winds. And then I'm going to come back and click on it so I can read it again. Powerful winds and heavy rain. Now, if you do get spelling errors, it's okay. It's not a big deal because we obviously learned how to fix that with a Google Doc, and it's the same thing when we do a Google slide. I don't have any spelling mistakes yet, but if I do get one and it's underlined, then I can just go up to the tools and fix it. Okay, so what is a hurricane? It's an intense storm with powerful winds and heavy rain. Okay, a hurricane can also be called a cyclone, typhoon, and tropical storm, so that would be a good thing to put. A hurricane can also be called a typhoon, tropical storm, or forget what the last one was. Typhoon. Oh, no, it wasn't typhoon. Cyclone. Okay. And then I'm just going to pick one more thing to say. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Hurricanes can cause high waves and widespread flooding. They can cause high waves and widespread flooding. Okay, so I went ahead and I put 3 sentences about what is a hurricane. So you're going to do that for all your slides. You're going to do 3 sentences for how are hurricanes formed, 3 sentences for hurricane devastation, and then you're also going to put 3 sentences for your recent disaster that you're researching. And then if you want to, we can change, instead of just having sentences, you can highlight, click and highlight, and we can come up to the toolbar and we can actually put our sentences into a bulleted list. And these are the different options of bullets you can choose from, what they look like. I always just like to pick the circles or the arrows because I think they look the most interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the arrows. and then it went ahead and put my information into a bulleted list. Now, if you want to put bullets on your slides for your presentation, that's totally fine, because with a presentation, you want your research information to be short and sweet. You don't want it to be really long so that people have to sit there and look at it and read a whole bunch while they're watching your presentation. So bullets are always a good idea. However, if you don't want to do bullets and you would like to just leave your sentences like this, then that's fine too. Just make sure that you're clicking enter each time and leaving spaces in between. But I'm going to go ahead and put my bullets back in there. Oops. Edit, undo. Click and highlight. And put them all in. Okay. So that's what you're going to work on today. You're going to work on putting 3 bullets or 3 sentences of information on each of your slides. And also keep your search engine open so that you can click back and forth between your tabs and read and research and then go back and type and work at the same time.